Hi everyone, I'm back again today with another quick Django tutorial. This time I'm going to be showing you guys how to make your first models in Django. So I'm back with the little example project I set up in my other video, and today I'm just going to run through a quick pretend model where we're going to make a model of a book. So the first thing we're going to do when you set up your new model is go to your root directory, make a new directory, and the folder is going to be called whatever model we're making. So I'm just going to call it we're going to be making an app of books. So in our books, we're going to open a new file, and the file is going to be called models. And this is where we're going to be writing our new models. So in this case, I'm just going to start off making a model that's a list or a genre of a book. So models are classes. So we're going to do a class genre. It inherits from models.model. And our genre is only going to have really one thing, and that's going to be its topic. So we're going to make a topic attribute, and it's going to be a models.char field. And I'm just going to make sure to import models. It's from the Django.db. And the char field max length we'll just say is, I don't know, 255 characters. So basically all that's doing is we're making a model called genre, and it has one attribute, which is its topic, and the topic is a string of characters that can be 255 characters long. So that's basically all you have to do to make a simple model. So now we want to make sure we can set it up. So first we have to go to our settings.py. Under installed apps, we're going to be installing our book app. And that's going to make sure we can include all the models and everything else from our new book directory. And now because we made a new model, you have to do your Python migrations. So I have my command prompt open. We're going to do, like before, Python manage.py make migrations books. So you can see it created the model genre, and now we're just going to do Python manage.py migrate. And the migration was okay. So now to make sure that we can actually see our models and make sure it's working, we have to set up our views like we did before. So in our books directory, we're going to make a new file, URLs, and we're going to make another new Python file, views, just like before. So our URLs, we'll set up our URL patterns equals a path, and we'll just say this is our root path to our books app. So it's going to be blank. This is kind of like our home to our books. It's going to call views dot, let's call it genre list, because we're just going to make it list all our genres. And its name will be genre list. So we're going to go ahead and import the path from the Django URLs package. And we're going to have to import our views. So from dot import views, our views are imported. Now we can go over to our view file and make the view. So we're going to make a new view called genre list, like I said. So def genre list. And again, it's going to take a request. And now this time, because we're dealing with models, we can't just return a blank HTML page. So what we're going to be doing is listing out all the genre models we have. So we're going to make a function called genres, and that's going to be equal to our models.genre.objects.all. So that's just going to take our genre object, and it's going to return a query set of all the objects that we have. So I'll make sure to import models from dot import models. And now that we have our query set, we can return a render of the request onto our books / we'll call it genre list. So the HTML file we're going to make. And now we're going to include our quargs, our keyword arguments. So the only one we have is genres, make sure I spell it right, and it's going to be equal to the genres variable we have here. Make sure to import render. So now our view is set up. let's add the extra space here, and now we have to make our templates. So we go back to our books app, make a directory templates like before. Catch this time is you have to make a subdirectory within your templates with the same name as the app. So this directory is going to be called books. And we're going to go in here, make a new HTML, and we called it genre list. So just to show that the app is working, I'll just get rid of all this stuff. And we're going to write some HTML using Django's templating language. So to start a script, you're going to have curly brace with the percentage, and this is just a for loop. So we're going to say for genre in genres. Remember, genres is the core we passed in, which is the query set of all the genre objects we have. So for each genre and genres, we're just going to print an H1, and it's going to be our genre.topic. And remember, if we go to our models, the topic is just going to be the type of genre it is. So it'll be fantasy, mystery, whatever. And we're going to end our for, end for. And I just realized we made a slight mistake. When you're calling a returned variable, you have to use double curly braces like this, or else that would have just printed plain text. Ugh, come on, there we go. That looks set up. And I think that should about do it. So let's make sure I haven't forgotten anything. I'll start the server. Oh, I actually just remembered. So we have to connect our URLs from our root home to our app. So what we're going to do here is make a new path, and we're going to call it books, which will be the root to our books. And we're going to include books.urls, and we'll just call it, I don't know, list. It's going to be a list of our genres. So we have to import this from the Django's URL package, and we have to do and I just realized what I was missing. I was just being silly. I need to put these in quotes here. So now when we go to our books from the root, it'll redirect to our books.urls. When we go to our URLs, which is going to be our books root, it has no extra path. It should call the genre list view. And the genre list view, wherever that is going to do a query set on all the genres we have, and it's going to return the render of our genre list HTML, passing in the query set that we called. And then our genre list is just going to print out the topic of each genre we have. So I'm going to start the server. I don't need this. Run server. Doesn't look like there's any issues, so let's hope that works. 127.0.0.1.8000. So our home page is still working, and we're going to go to our books. So now you can see that the page loaded fine. It looks like there's no errors and everything's working, but the thing is we haven't made any new models. So I'll go ahead and just do that really quick. So this is going to be an example of how you can use the shell. So you're going to go in your command prompt, python manage.py shell. So now we're in the interactive console. Now we got to remember to import our books. Import books. And, or sorry, we got to do the models from books, import models. Okay, and now we're just going to make a couple models. We'll call it genre1. Genre1 equals models dot genre dot objects dot create, and now we're going to pass in everything we need, which in this case it's just topic, equals, and we'll just call it mystery. I spelled mystery wrong, but that doesn't really matter. And we'll do a second one, and we'll call it fantasy, and this will be genre 2. Oops. Create that. So now we have two genre models, a mystery and a fantasy. So I'll exit that, and now we'll restart our server. And now in our database, like I said, we're going to have these two models, so when we refresh this, we should see them both being printed out. And there they are. Mr. and Fantasy. So that was just a quick little demo of how you can make simple models, call their views, connect it to your home, and print out their attributes. So that's basically it. I'll probably make another video showing you how the inheritance works. So I'll make books that inherit from the genre model. And I'll also probably do a video showing you guys how to set up the admin and that sort of thing to make making new models a lot easier than doing it on the shell. So yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any questions or anything. Bye.